Kakadosh Boker Tov, we're just continuing with Halachot of Siman Samach Gimel Siv Zayin in Shulchan Aruch. We're talking about Halachot Alakan Nerot. Here we're going to have a very interesting halakha to do with Oreach. What is an Oreach? A guest. So imagine right now you're going to be out of your house for Shabbat. So obviously there's going to be a lot of differences in the halakha. So we'll go by it very, very slowly because there's going to be different halachot. When exactly do you have to light the candles by yourself? When is it that you be somech on your wife and children at your house? When is it do you have to be mishtatef bepriteh, which means that you have to give some money to the balabait in order to fulfill your obligation? So here where it starts halakha as follows. If somebody goes out of his house and he's going to be in a person's house for Shabbat, and he has a designated room, right, that he's going to be using. So even if it is that his wife and children are going to be lighting the candles in his house, and even if in the house where he is right now they're also lighting candles, nevertheless the fact that he has his own separate room, so therefore he has to light candles in his room and he has to make a bracha. Now we will speak about that if he's going to be somech on the balabait, which means we'll speak about later on, is that if he's going to be actually somech on the balabait, which means that he's eating there and therefore everything is going to be done by the balabait, then he does not need to do so. Because it says over here, everything that we talked about is you have to actually be there. But he says if it's going to be somech on the shulchan aruch, which means he's eating there, drinking there, he's sleeping there, everything is ala cheshbon balabait, even though he's not one of the bnei bayit, he does not have to be mishtatef beotzaot. Why? Because he's part of everybody else. He still should come and purchase a little part of the Nerot Shabbat, which means he should still come and be mishtatef bepriteh. So he gives to the Baalat Habayit $1 or the Balabait, I'm buying part of the oil that you're lighting for the Lakat Nerot. But technically speaking, since he's being mishtatef with the Balabait, he's eating there, sleeping there, drinking everything for free. So technically he does not need to do it. Now, what happens if he's only sleeping there? But he was invited out for Shabbat. He's by a bar mitzvah. So technically speaking, he's only just sleeping there, but he's not eating and drinking and everything by the balabait. So therefore, there for sure he has to come and he has to give money to the balabait in order to be mishtatef. If not, then he's going to light in his bedroom. Now he says, however, though, what happens if he doesn't have a designated bedroom for himself? For example, he's sleeping in the house, but there's other people sleeping in his room with him. You got one of the children of the balabait or somebody else that's sleeping with them. So then for sure, he does not need to light the candles. He's going to be chovah with the balabait or the balat habayit when they are lighting their candles. So obviously, again, these are just two or three different halachot. We'll continue. This is a main concept. Is one more time. If right now, right, he doesn't have anybody lighting in his house, so then it makes it a little bit worse because that means the entire family's out. So that means it would be obviously that then his wife would have to light where he's going to be. But here we're talking about when a person is by himself. He's an oreach. He's a guest. So one more time, if he's got a room by himself and he's not being somech on shulchan aruch, he has to light in that room. If he's going to be somech on the shulchan aruch, which means he's eating there, sleeping there, drinking there, everything, so therefore technically he could be tzedek chovah with them. It's still better to be mishtatef bepriteh. And if it's going to be that in a case where he's going to be together with another person in the room, for sure he does not light the candles in the room because he's sharing the room with somebody else of the family, and therefore again he's going to be tzedek chovah with the candles of the balabait.